inside the mind of top women realtors. So welcome Miss Aisha, Miss Samina and Shagufa on the hot seats. We have Miss Aisha. This is based on, so Miss Aisha, she has been a top producer for our office in the last couple of years. She's been doing great. She's been getting an award this year as well. So congratulations to her. She is part of a couple of our back-end groups, so she's doing amazing. Then we have Miss Samina. She is kind of our rising stars because she did so great. Even she had a full-time job last year, right? Even though she had a full-time job, but she's still getting an award. Her sales are amazing, even with keeping that full-time job. Now she's full-time in real estate. And then we have Miss Shakufa, and we already know she's like a star on social media. She just came and closed a bunch of deals, and she's been doing great. So we want to learn from them. So I have a list of questions which they don't even know. They're surprise questions. But once I'm done with the questions, if any questions you like to add, you can ask them too. We want to see how they're handling the business. But let's just welcome them again for doing this for us. Are you guys ready? Miss Samina was really nervous, and I was scaring her even more. So what I did is, her first question is for Samina. What first attracted you to real estate, and what kept you in the business?
So, I would say what got me into real estate is helping people find their home. Of course, I bought my house and I didn't have a very good experience. I'm not gonna lie. The agent wasn't there, wasn't responding. So I learned from that. I was like, that my sister bought, and I helped her through the process. And I was like, okay, if I'm helping my family, I would like to help others. So slowly I got into real estate, and just enjoying helping people find their dream home and families and just making another relationship. Every transaction for me is a relationship, and I continue bonding with them. So I feel that's the reason I continue doing real estate.
So you got into real estate because you bought a house, you didn't have the best experience. Then you helped your sister buy a house, but you were not a realtor at that time. And then what's keeping you in the business is the continuous relationship you have with your clients. No, great answer, Miss Samina. You did it. Next question is for Miss Shakufa. What was the biggest challenge you faced early in your career, and how did you overcome it?
I think for me it was when I started. I feel like I think most Middle Eastern people can relate to this. When you have a position or a job or a career that isn't backed up by a degree or some sort of, something like that, or if you're not making money out the front door, I had family that kind of doubted me a lot. They said, "Oh, you should keep your 9-to-5 job. You should stick with it. It's a good position. You have a steady paycheck. So why are you doing this? Why are you giving that up for something that, and it's true. I didn't make money for a long time. I spent. I didn't make anything. So that was the issue. And then a lot of the agents that I was working with had a lot of friends and colleagues in their community using them. I had everybody not coming to me. So I would say was probably one of my biggest challenges, was trying to get over the fact that no one believed in me and saw the potential, but just trying to see it in myself.
And how did you overcome that? Is it over time?
I just didn't care. I knew it was in me. I knew I had it in me.
Yeah.
I just needed them to see it. And I knew going in, I knew real estate wasn't something I was going to make money in 2 days or even 2 years. I knew it was something that was going to take time and consistency. So, and I didn't quit my job right away. I took years. And then finally I woke up at 7 a.m. one day. I went in pajamas to my boss and I said, I'm out. So I knew I had the potential, but no one else really saw it at the time.
Yes, in real estate, because it's something which takes... When I started real estate, when I got my license, I think my dad didn't talk with me for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Because hey, I brought you to America to go to college and you're doing real estate. He was not happy. None of my family was happy. Yeah. And Plus, the money is, like she said, the money is not coming in because you're new in real estate. You're spending a lot out in marketing, and you already have the established agents. It's very hard to compete, especially back in the day when I started in 2004. It was no social media, so everything was word of mouth and magazines and mostly relationships. And you're 18 years old, trying to be a realtor was very challenging, but you never give up. You keep going and going, and then the tables turn. My dad is very happy now. You know, he's been happy.
This is what my dad said. He said, you can be anything you want to be as long as it's a doctor, engineer, or lawyer.
The same thing.
Anything you want to be, as long as it's one of those three.
Yeah, my dad even said, be a musician. Don't be a realtor.
Yeah.
But it works out at the end if you keep getting at it. No, thank you. Yeah. I was taking violin for a couple of years. Yeah.
And it took you over.
And then I was there, and I was not really like, doing a good. I was a horrible, Yeah. Next question we have is for Miss Aisha. What daily habits helped you become successful? What are your daily habits which keeps you successful, okay, which are making you successful, or staying successful?
Well, thank you. That's a great question. I think everybody has, different things as depends on our lifestyles, right? To be honest, with a family and 4 kids as a woman, and I started this career very late. I was in my 40s. I have a husband, yeah. I still have that. Hoping
We haven't
to keep him.
seen him.
Yeah, I know. It's a mystery. You'll hopefully soon meet him.
Yeah.
That's why I'm still in the business, because you haven't seen him. Once he sees what I do, he'll be like, out. Yeah. I always had passion for real estate, but with everyday business, basically just keeping in front of, I don't have a routine saying in that way where I dedicate in certain time to work, because I have other things that I work with. That includes my family. Although my day starts at 5:30, ends at 12:30, but there's a lot of other things, and that has always been a challenge for me, to be honest, is having the real estate lifestyle with a family has been a challenge. So I try to prioritize whatever I can, and at the same time, make sure that I'm in front of my clients, the ones I'm working with, because those are the ones that will give you the references, the referrals. For me, business has been all referrals. I've just picked up on social media, but my business from the last 5 years that I've been in business as an active agent has been all referrals. People I meet, people I work with. If they're happy with me, I know I'll generate more
But
business.
what is one thing you will do every day, which is maybe to do with real estate? Is it a follow-up? Is it, what is that one thing you don't want to miss every day?
Definitely follow-up is one of the major things, especially, again, for me, it's the people I work with. The people I work with, I make sure I'm in touch with them. And kind of the other thing is thank God for all the business I've had for all this time, right? But at the same time, prioritize my work than other things, like make it more priority. That's what has worked for me.
Yeah, it can be challenging when you have family, you have kids. For women, it's even maybe harder because they have, especially our culture, where they have to cook, take care of the kids, and then they have to do real estate. So it can be a lot more challenging. So to juggle around that and still be up there is amazing. No, thank you so much, Miss Aisha. Sure. Next, we'll go back to Miss Samina. Okay, real estate can be demanding. We were just talking about it. How do you balance? Because you have three kids.
3 kids.
So how do you balance work, family, and personal life?
I'm always doing multitasking. That's always been my thing. So even if I'm going to pick up the kids or dropping them off, I'm either talking to the lender, trying to find out what's the status of the loan. Are we going to get it clear to close? What's going on? following up with texts, calling. If I'm in the line for pickup, I'm responding to emails, text. So I'm always multitasking.
Because I know you have kids, you have to drop off your daughter to school and then pick her up.
Yep. I'm in
And
the waiting lines and stuff like that. And then I coordinate all the showings and
so
everything.
how do you do the showing? How do you work? Do you work around them or?
I work around them. And my clients' needs too, right? So they're like, okay, I can see houses from this time to this time. I'm like, okay, I know I have to pick up the kids at this time to this time. Okay, I'm available from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock because I know I need to go pick up the kids by 3. So I juggle, and then I know, okay, it's going to take me an hour and a half to drop them off. If they want to see after work, okay, I can start showing after 5, weekends. So I just juggle everything around the kids' needs, the client's needs, and the husband's needs. And the
So-
cooking and the cleaning happens
Sure.
between two.
So how do you handle? I'm sure your kids sometimes, you have to go to showings. You're selling homes, and your kids need you to. How you handle those challenges? What do you tell to your family?
Well, they're very supportive. So if there is a case, then I'll ask my husband, hey, I need you to step in at this time. Most of the time, or I'll ask the kids, hey, are you able to? Sometimes I'll take them with me. I'll take them with
Okay.
me to an open house if I need to, or if I need to show they have sports. I'll drop them off at sports. I'll be back at this time, and I'll just, as I said, I coordinate, multitask. I put the kids' needs first and my clients' needs too.
So pretty much you are like you're working together. Your family
Yes.
is working together and supporting you in the business.
Correct.
And pretty much you're keeping your entire family on the same page. That hey,
Exactly.
let's just work together. Work with me. Let's work together and let's get real estate going, and also our personal lives going. So
Right,
that's
right.
amazing. No, thank you, Miss Amina. Welcome, Mr. Mukarram. Welcome, Miss Kat. Thank you for coming. Next question I have is for Ms. Shakufa. What lead generation strategies have you what worked best for you? Lead generation.
Strategies have worked.
Honestly, I'm gonna be
No, you have
very
to be honest.
blunt.
You have to be honest.
I do not have a system, guys. And this
Okay.
is one of the reasons I came. I was telling Vivian last night, I'm like, I feel like a headless chicken. I don't know how I'm where I even am. I don't have a system. I just don't have anything in place. Half of the time,
So how is this business coming and how you?
Oh, a lot of it's been social media for
Okay.
me. Social media. I
Okay.
did a lot of open houses in the very beginning, but
Okay.
even open houses, it wasn't really from that. It's them following me through social media after the open house. I've had most of the people, they tell me they've been watching me for years, and then they pull the trigger like whenever they're ready.
Are they reaching out from social media or they'll reach out?
They call
separately?
directly.
Okay.
They'll call because
So your lead generation is mainly coming from social media.
now referrals too.
Yes.
With the
But in the
returning
beginning, a lot has come
open
from
house,
there.
and I don't do as much open houses anymore. But social media, and I think that's where I get on myself because I don't post as much as I used to. But yeah, that's been my main.
What kind of videos you posted which
It doesn't
had the
matter.
most? Okay.
I think people, and one thing I've noticed even with listing videos now, they don't care about the house. People care about you. Like they're on social media to see you. So the ones that don't show their face or that they don't hear you, they don't connect with you that well. You could say gibberish. They do not care. All they want to see is the
Is you.
person.
The brand.
The brand. That's
It's
it.
a mix of social media, but more importantly, the people that she's regularly meeting will then go
Yeah.
on social media.
Yeah. So I always tell anybody I don't make people sign in if I do an open house. I just tell them, hey, here's my social media. Follow me on there and then figure out if you want to work with me.
So if you have to give advice here who is doing social media and they want to get more business from there, what advice you'll give us?
I have to give my advice myself this advice because I'm not as
Yeah.
I'm also in the middle of a move, so
Yeah.
I feel like I've fallen back.
Yeah.
I'm back at my parents' house for now. The consistency of social media, it doesn't matter if you don't post an actual post, just a story, do a little poll. Hey guys, I see this painting. I posted a rug the other day. Should I buy this? Should I not? It gets people engaged. Just staying in front of people constantly. Because the 2 weeks that I stepped back recently, I had 5 clients call me and say, are you okay? I was like, what? I was like, what do you mean? They're like, you haven't sent me reels and you haven't been on Instagram. Are you okay? I was like, wow. So they're watching.
So being consistent
Oh, you
and
don't follow me. I followed you. You didn't follow me back.
Okay.
I don't use social
Yeah.
media.
So being consistent and do things which are more engaging, engage your audience, and being out there. You have to first step is
Yeah.
just post.
And the last thing I want to say, in our industry, it's really, really easy to be on social media because everything is content. Like everything from your home inspection, from you going to floor and decor, from you looking at every single thing in life can be turned into content. And I used to stress a lot about making it perfect. And it doesn't matter. Just, I know some people like the aesthetics of their page. I don't believe that anymore. I just think posting and just giving somebody some sort of benefit for being on your page, not just for sale. I think a lot of agents do the whole for sale, under contract, sold.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about
Yeah.
that.
You don't get any
Nobody,
likes on
right?
that. Yeah.
Even if you sell a house, make what was a story behind it,
Yeah.
whether it's a carousel or a reel.
Yeah.
Tell people what actually happened and the bad. One of my closings that happened, I haven't posted it yet, but it sat in the market and I did crazy price drops. I'm going to talk about that because I want people to see the reality behind. It's not just always good.
So what you're saying is you guys don't have to hire someone. Just make videos as you go, as your day is going, because we are realtors. We can make content as we go. Unless we are like superstar like Mr. Mukarram, he is going for a shooting in California or something. Yeah, but his videos is amazing. I'm enjoying his videos. But no, thank you so much. It makes sense. Next question we have is for Miss Aisha. What advice would you give to a brand new agent trying to close their first few deals? We have a few new agents here.
Yeah. Well, the first would be hang in there.
Okay.
Hang in there.
Don't hang yourself, hang in there.
Hang in there. I know it is tough. It is tough for majority of agents that join. As an agent, whenever you join or any industry or you have certain expectations, right? So that as a realtor, we always see the fancy part of it, good cars. We see a lot. Some of it is not even there, but we see it, right? So just put the work in, put the time in. You will see the results. Give it some time. You have to give. I would say at least 90 days of what you're doing, and just not 90 days of having a license, but actually working on it. Whether it's through your friends and everything starts at home. Talking about it, and we say in a real estate as eat, sleep, and you walk being a realtor. So throughout your kids should talk about you. My clients, where they came from. My first year, 3 clients came from my kids' friends because they talked about me all the time. Because I talk about it all the time. So just keep on working at it. Don't give up. Join a team. That's the best. If you have a great mentor, it will make the world of a difference. I got in when I started. One of the reasons I'm, with coaching with Remax Galaxy is because I didn't have a mentor when I started. I was all over the place. I was blessed, had contracts. My first years, I closed 12 deals. As a new agent, it was overwhelming. And to be honest, there was a time I went to my broker and I started crying. I said, I don't think I can do this because it was too much for me. It was a lot. And this was COVID too, no help. So having a mentor, I know that was something that I would love to do and help others out. First of all, to motivate them and show them, you pay. I know sometimes agents are hesitant, the fees and all of that. This is an investment in you, in your business. So start with a team and, have that mentor and make a huge difference.
So what she's saying is, hey, you're a new agent. I think number one, don't be a secret agent. Don't be like when you're an agent, don't be, especially for new, you want to put it on your car, like a bumper sticker, wherever you go, talk about real estate. And then the next thing Ms. Aisha is saying, yes, in Galaxy, you have a lot of support. So get the help from mentor, coach. We all here to help you. So we can help you get through your few deals. Help is available. So anything you think you need help with, let us know. We are here to help you, support you so you can be successful. Thank you, Ms. Aisha.
Sure.
Next question is for Ms. Samina. How long you been in real estate now?
In about 4 years.
4 years. So if you could go back in your first year in real estate, what would you do differently?
I would have joined Remax Galaxy.
I was going to
sooner.
say the same thing. I was going
I
to
would
say
have
the
joined
same.
Remax Galaxy sooner because, again, the brokerage I was with, there was no support.
Which brokerage
I
were you
was
with?
with Berkshire.
Okay, good. Yeah.
And then I was with Samson.
Okay,
and
guys.
then I joined.
Note
you.
point to be noted. Okay. So,
They're all
but
good
why?
companies.
Yeah, these companies are great companies,
Right.
but why did you feel there was no support there? How was your experience with them?
They really didn't have a support there. Even though I joined a team when I got to Samson, it seemed like everybody was busy doing their own transactions, or they don't have the right resources or platform. So anytime you ask questions, you didn't have one person to go to. Everybody, is thinking about their transaction. Here, we have a lot of good mentors. We have a great broker.
Thank you.
And a lot of support and a lot of resources. And it all comes down to that. As a first year agent, those are key things. You need support, you need resources, and you definitely need a good platform.
I think so. I think for new agents, I think picking a right company makes a big difference. Me myself, when I joined, I got a call from Century 21. I thought I was getting hired and they're gonna pay me some W-2 job, and I went there trying to impress them, and they're trying to impress me. They put me on a 60-40 split, which 40% was to me and 60 to them, because I didn't know how this worked. See, I didn't know how real estate worked. But after 6 months, I figured out, I'm like, hey, man, it's not making sense. Then I came to Remax. So I think for new agents, or if you have friends who are joining, I think if you go to the right company, I think you can just save your 1 or 2 years if you start off with the right company. And sometimes most of the agents don't know what's the right company, and they just join any company. So no, thank you so much, Ms. Amina. Next question, Ms. Shakufa. How do you stay motivated during slow markets or difficult times?
Oh, that's a tough one. I have some moments where I definitely every winter I freak out.
Yeah.
Every winter I freak out. But I realize those are the times where you can do more content. You have time, do more content, record. And honestly, you don't have to have listings to look busy on social media. And it's all a facade on social media. It's not that you're lying. It's not about being fake, but people just want to see consistency. Go to other agents' listings and record and post that. But I think that's kind of what I do. Is I always remind myself every winter gets a little tough, and I'm like, it's gonna pass. But I try to buckle down on content or my to-do list of, hey, what do I need to do? Because every time you're busy, you're like, I don't have time. Well, now you have time, so buckle down.
No, that's true. And I think there were many times in the last, I think there are few times where everyone got scared. One was very recent. Not recent, but within, I think maybe 5 to 6 years. Which was it? What was it? Bigger than that. COVID. COVID hit and everyone was just scared. I think Mukarram was coming to my house scaring me even more. But I think those times, yes, see, good times don't last always and the bad times don't last. But like Ms. Shakufa said, that, hey, we need those slow times to catch up on the things we wanted to do. For example, if things slow down, actually it's good for me.
Or vacation.
Yeah, take a vacation. And then after that, follow up, like maybe a website you needed to work on. Maybe more clients you can follow up on. Maybe better content. There are many things you can do. I think it's a balanced when you have a slower months and busier months, because in busy months like now, we may not be able to do a lot of things which we follow up, maybe your new signs, maybe website, many things which we are not able to do, and you can catch up in the slower times. So I would say slower times is to prepare yourself better for the good times. So when we had this slow, I think from last September till January, things were very slow. So whoever did a lot of follow-up are now getting all the listings and the buyers because the same buyers are coming back. Now we're going to spend next 3 or 4 months closing them. And maybe we may go in a downtrend again. So we have to now get back to that. And in the last 20 years or 25 years I've been in US, there's always, and not here, everywhere there are conflicts. It's normal. It's been happening for, I think, ever. So those won't stop. You just have to predict what the market may do and position yourself to be the best realtor in any market. See, everyone can be a top producer in a uptrending market, especially you can say from 2020 to 2024, everyone did great. But is anyone can be a top producer, but if you want to be a real true top producer, it counts when the markets are different, because a lot of people leave the business and only the strongest, especially the ones with the systems and they have the follow-ups and who are consistent, will still. So cleanup is good, it's very healthy as well. But thank you, Ms. Shagufan. Next we have Ms. Aisha. What mindset shift helps you grow the most in your career? Mindset. So maybe you're in a different mindset when you started, and maybe you change your mindset to a different mindset maybe now. So anything like that happened?
Well, when it comes to mindset, it's every individual is different,
Yeah.
right? It depends on your motivation. My mindset that helped me is, taking care of my family. That was the whole reason I started this career. And at the same time, what kept me, I love people. I love meeting them. I love helping them in any way I can. It's not only financial, and just being there for people, and made me happy when I see a difference. Honestly, there are times that we close on deals that made me cry. That I may actually this did happen. Happy tears and sad tears at the same time. But it did happen. So for me, it's just more than work. The mindset for me is helping others and keep going and growing. And I guess sometimes to prove to myself that I can't. I come from a background, I didn't go to college either. I was very young, got married. So I had that always in my mind, not going to school. If I had a better education, I would be at a different place. I had the potential, but real estate gave me that platform that I can grow here even without a college degree. So that's what, that's the mindset for me is you can do it, keep on trying, and you can make the difference.
No, thank you, Ms. Aisha. So if you want to be very successful in anything, especially in real estate, is mindset. I would say number 2 is your attitude. Number 3 is staying humble. And after that is only one thing, over and over again: consistency, consistency. That's it. If you follow this, you're gonna do great. I think unfortunately a lot of us are not consistent. They start something, then we talked about in many meetings, they just hop around. You're doing one thing for a couple of weeks, then you're doing something else. You have to do one thing for a very long time, and then you start seeing results. Don't worry about early results. Just do your part, and everything will come together. No, thank you so much, Ms. Aisha. Next question we have is from Ms. Samina. How do you consistently generate new leads every week? So where's your business coming from? What are you doing every week to generate more leads for yourself?
So I get most of my leads from referrals, a lot of following up, touching everybody in the sense of just, connecting with them, doing follow-up calls.
So past clients.
Yes, past clients always, I have a friend that's thinking, or I have a coworker, can I connect you? Oh, definitely.
And how many times do you follow up during a year with a past client?
I do it. Actually, I know the rule of thumb is like 3 to 4 times a year, but I do it more than that.
Okay.
I honestly do follow up every month. I have an Excel sheet where I know we have other platforms, and I use those, but I have an Excel sheet that's easy in my phone, and I just continuously check in with everybody and just see how everybody's doing. And also, I started doing a lot of social media, so I'm getting a lot of people following up from there.
And And you're converting a lot of rentals too.
Yes, a lot of renters. I go take the rentals there, show them, and then we start about, hey, why don't you buy instead?
I think you
And
converted a few just recently.
yes, and actually we just got ratified on one too, and that's my best way to meet new clients is those rentals, social media, word of mouth, and just when I'm out grocery shopping or anything
So
like
anywhere
that.
you go, you're
Anywhere
just
I go,
promoting
I
yourself.
kind of like even like if you're at a store and you see something like, for example, like a carpet, like she was mentioning, or a lamp. I'll say, hey, I saw somebody use that in the staging. It looked really nice. Oh, you do staging? No, I'm a realtor.
So you
And
just start
then
a conversation.
somewhere,
Okay.
somehow get into that conversation. And that's where I get my leads from. That's what's
So
been
no, thank
helping
you,
me.
Miss Amina. Just see, it doesn't matter if you have Excel sheet, KV core, top producer, follow-up boss. It doesn't matter. It's how much are you using it. If she's using Excel, no problem. At least she's using it. If you have top producer or follow-up boss, but if you're not using it, it's pointless. So whatever works for you, just use that. But again, it's a consistent follow-up and not being a secret agent, being out there talking with people. And I think one of the bigger ones, and we have a rental group too, if you want rental leads, converting rentals into buyers because they'll eventually buy. So you have the opportunity, and someone who is actually reaching out to you related to real estate. At least you have their phone number, their email addresses. At one point, they will buy, or they know other people buy. Yes, Mr. Mina, you
I was
want?
gonna say the top producer and Bull Trail and the follow-up emails that are pushed out, the newsletter, those help too. But doing that one-on-one makes a big difference.
Yeah. But I think one-on-one, as see, what we are learning from then is as you are going through your normal day, you're going to get coffee, you tell them you're a realtor, you're making content like Mr. Gu. As you go do content, tell people you're a realtor, and the business will just come to you as a magnet. You just have to walk, talk, sleep real estate.
Shirts.
Yeah, anything. Yes. Yes, anything. Yes, anything. Yeah, pins say, hey, I'm a realtor. Hey, hey. So you have to, because people don't know. Just say, hey, I'm a realtor. And people like to, you have to change your mindset. People love to talk with us. Whenever I go in these events, or talk, even when I did door knocking, see, whenever I did door knocking, open houses, events, they were always productive and successful. Why? Because that's the mindset I went with. I tell my mind that, hey, everyone loves to talk with me, and everyone does. See, if you go with a negative energy, oh, I'm going to knock on doors and people will throw eggs at me. Yes, they will. They'll, curse you out, say, oh, and even they do. You're just doing your job. It's okay. So it's being out there and doing what you need to do. Thank you, Miss Amina. Next, we have Miss Shakufa. Well, I think you answered that before, but we'll just come back to it. It's your three sources of business. I think the three top sources of where you get your business. And you mentioned already social media. You said open house. Is there anything you're hiding from us, which we need to know?
I think now it's starting to be referrals. I'm not proud to say this, but I do not touch base with previous clients. I should, but surprisingly, they reach out to me.
No, which is
They
good.
do, but that's how I know yes, follow up is good.
We can follow up for you.
Yeah,
and
I
keep
need
those
that
clients.
help. But I think as long as the transaction was good, people are going to remember you. Like, it doesn't matter. Follow up.
See, there's some truth. See, I myself, with so much business I'm getting, I'm lacking a lot of follow up. A lot. I'm just talking with the people who want to buy and sell now, and they're reaching out to me. But I am missing 50%. So when I do follow up, half of those people have already bought and sold. Not that they don't like me. It's just someone else came in their life who was following up with them. They're like, hey man, Ben and Nabil and Mukarram, all of them, everyone, because this is normal.
Sorry.
If you stop following up with your clients, someone else will. Is that they don't like? See, people forget. After 10 years, they don't know what happened. So if you're not in touch with them, someone else will take over. And it's happening to me a lot. I think a lot of people are taking over my business. It's not that my clients don't like me, because I just had a client the other day where remember, we met this guy. He bought a house in Ashburn. He's selling through me. I don't blame him, because it's not he doesn't like me. It's just I was not there. I was not following up with him. And so as you're now, I still send newsletters and postcards, but there's very less phone calls now. And I'm trying to figure something out to fix that. But yes, you have to stay in touch. And once you start doing that with the system, your business will multiply 3 times. That's what we did long time ago. We were not following up. When we started following up, the business just increased. Because it's not people don't like us, it's just someone else is just following up with them all the time, and then they feel obligated. Hey, we have this new person now. Uh, so any source we missed from you, Ms. Shagufa? So yours is social media, and people are just coming to you and open houses.
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think more so just staying in front of people.
Sure.
It doesn't matter how. Just
No,
staying in
sure.
front
So
of
just
people.
staying. What about Miss Aisha? Are we missing? What are your sources? Where are you getting your business? What are you doing?
Same. Most of it is just referrals. For me, it has been referrals.
And you are
My
doing
whole business has
okay.
been 90% of it has been referrals.
Just like Ben and mine, and
Yeah.
was one of the top agents who are doing that. Mr. Nabil, yours referral too. Plus, he's more like marketing. But you guys are more referrals and staying in touch with them for some of you, and you're staying in touch with them by social media, being in front of them.
And that's the other
Yeah.
thing. A lot of them are like, some of them don't care for those phone calls.
Yes.
People are busy. So that's when I say
Yeah.
social media is so important.
Yeah.
People are always watching. It's a
Yes.
way to stay in touch.
So you are staying in front of them,
in front of
and
them.
you guys are staying in touch with them. So both are working.
Yeah.
It depends on what
yeah.
works for you.
Yes.
What works for you, what your lifestyle is. We have different stages of our
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah.
I was to be with social media in the beginning. I was very afraid. I was on my mindset that this is not going to be proper. What am I posting? Always looking for content instead of posting it. So I'm getting more familiar with it. But absolutely, social media is a gateway to all the audience out there nowadays.
Thank
Everybody's
you.
looking up
I
there.
think we have less.
Doing a little bit of both. I've been doing in touch and doing the social media. So I've been
You're doing both.
both.
No,
yes.
that's amazing. Next is what skills should agents focus on developing to succeed in today's market? That's from Ms. Aisha. By the way, guys, these guys, they're doing great because I didn't tell them these questions. These are all surprise questions for them. For me too. I just asked ChatGPT, I'm reading them myself. It's a surprise for all of us. Okay.
So when it comes to being, sorry, my apologies. Skills. Yeah, it's a glare. You can't see something.
What skills should agent focus on developing? What skills they should develop?
Market consistency, and don't give up. Just keep on trying. Keep at it. Basically.
So don't give up. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't focus on results. Results will come. You just have to keep doing your part. Keep doing your part. God is going to do God's part. So just keep moving on and keep
choose what you want to do. What do you think you're comfortable with? I would say don't look at anybody around you.
Oh, that's
You choose what works for you. What is your lifestyle? Can you go knocking on the door? Or am I a person, I'm going to 10 parties in a week because that's what my social gathering is? Or I am a mother who, I go and do PTA for my kids. So whatever works for you, try to, don't, cut time to make anything special. Just add real estate to your lifestyle. Whatever you're doing doesn't
pick
matter.
a niche,
Pick a niche and then stick by it, and the result will come.
And that's where the problem I see is everyone doing is too many things, because you see other people doing things and you just switch gears. So just pick one thing and expand on it. Just pick one. and be the best at one thing, and once you're really good, add another thing.
And everything will fall in place.
And
You just have
everything
to
will
be
fall in
consistent.
place.
Everything will fall in place.
Guys, you have any questions? What questions you guys have for any of them? Or I asked all the right questions? Oh yes, someone. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, is this okay? I just want to mention something about Waleed.
Oh.
Being a client, when I met Waleed, at that time I was at in situation. I was looking for a rental property. Someone referred him. So he came to my house. We talked about it, and he helped him to find the rental property. So we have to leave that house. At that time, we had a situation. Our house was foreclosed, and we're really looking for rental property. And at that point, my husband credit score was very bad because of the foreclosure, and I was not working at the time, and it was hard to find the rental property. He helped me a lot. Being a client, I was saying at that time when we found the property, and Waleed helped me a lot actually at that time. I think it's been like a month we found the property finally. At that time, I put in my mind whenever I'm going to buy the house, I'm gonna reach out to Waleed. I think we lived in that rental property for 4 years. He never called us. He never called us as, "Are you okay?" or everything like that. He never called us.
Is it a good thing or bad? Okay, where is it going? All right, Miss. All right, Miss Hannah. Okay.
It's the experience.
But she still calls.
He's not the person that he was thinking, oh, we help them for find the right property, rental property, and then in the future they're gonna buy the house, they come to me, you know? I'm saying in that way. But when I stick into my mind, I put it in my mind, whenever I'm gonna buy the property, I'm gonna reach out to him. And I told everyone, my whole family knows that I'm gonna reach out to him, that guy who helped and in that situation. I'm telling you, I've been in the market for, I was working as a loan officer in the mortgage company. I've been in the banking system also. I know a lot of people when they help you and they're looking for something from you. So it's a give and take. But he is the person who never asks anything. Never. He never asked us, oh, you can tell anybody about me and I'm a realtor. And that was his peak time actually. And I'm talking about back in 2010. So I'm saying it, this person,
I took my $500
in
from.
4 years, he never called me, but
I needed that gas money.
he picked up my phone. I believe he never had my number saved in his phone at that time.
Where is the good?
Miss Hannah.
And I say the experience left,
These are good things. These are good things. Yes.
This is very important. This is a perfect example. Attend tomorrow's training. This is a perfect example.
He is a very honest person. I must say that. This is the first realtor I met him at that time because since I've been working with the mortgage company at that time, and I met so many.
Yeah, hold on.
They were not like the person like Waleed is. They always be looking for like, oh, okay, if you're giving something, we are giving you something like that. So when I met him and I realized that whenever I'm looking for a house, I'm gonna call him and we're gonna buy a house from him. And he knew. He knows that actually. It was the first realtor I called him. I said, "Hey, we are ready. We are looking for the house, and you're the one who's gonna help us."
Oh, thank you, Miss Hannah. I helped her buy her house and she gave me a lot of referrals. I think when she reached out to me, I was at that time, I was in 2010, I was only doing listings. I used to have like a 50 to 100 listings at a time. I never worked with buyers or rentals, but one thing in my 20 years, uh, see, I like to help people. I don't care about the money. It's not about how much money I'll make. And when someone gives me their situation, I want to help them. Even till now, if someone calls me and they're in a situation, I'll go and try to help them. Uh, and then God helps you back. You just have to give and you get back. Oh, so I like to do my part as much as I can. my thing has always been trying to keep a good name for the last 20 years. So thanks God if someone talks about me now in this market, at least 80% will say something nice. 20, I don't know. But you have to build a reputation, which is where people can, because it's all about what you leave behind, right? Uh, so I think one of our guys, I don't know if you guys know Mike Menry. Anyone knew Mike Menry? He was a realtor. Uh, he was a broker. He was the president of PWAR. Very nice guy. He passed away. I just got an email from PWR. He passed away. You know Mike Menry, but maybe you guys don't know him. He passed away a couple days ago. See, when someone passes away, right, you think of two things, right? When I saw this, I was like, hey, he's such a nice guy, right? Or what else you gonna say? Man, I'm glad this guy's done. I hope he, like other two things come out of your heart. Either you say, hey, such a nice guy. When I met him, it was such a nice interaction. That's what I think we should focus on leaving behind, because one day we're gonna drop dead and life will move on very fast. But in that moment, what comes out of people's heart, I think it truly matters. That's what at least I work for. And I think everything we leave behind, I think, Miss Kat, you want to say something? No, no, I think that was it. Or we can have Miss Sinha continue again. Go ahead. All right.
I've been a hairdresser for 27, 28 years. So I think the most important thing is connecting with people initially, and then you keep your professionalism for the other agents. So people like to connect with you and understand, feel understood. And I think that's the most important thing that I've learned so far. But then keep your professionalism to do the negotiations and all that.
Definitely. No, no, good.
I would like to piggyback on what Hannah said. A lot of the people that are going through crisis, and most of the agents, when we look at, okay, what's your first question? What's your credit? What's your situation? And as soon as they hear bankruptcy or their credit's bad or too many people, they're like, oh, okay, I'm too busy and not continue the conversation. If you get on the phone and you talk to them, if you're not even able to get them a rental, but help them and listen to them and guide them based on their situation right now, that leaves a very good connection for the future, a bond that down the road they will think this person was there. This person answered the phone, didn't just ignore me. It's not about all.
And they're the most loyal customers you have. See,
Yes. And they'll refer you. They'll refer you others. They're like, hey, blah blah blah. I'm in an apartment. I'm in here. I'm this.
or maybe their brother, or maybe someone they know is very successful and ready to buy now. See, people who have, see, the way the industry looks at people here, if you have a bad credit, meaning you're a bad person, right? Isn't that how, like, okay, your credit is 500, okay, you got bankruptcy. Oh,
Eviction.
your like perception is, hey, you're not a good person and no one wants to help you. You feel left out, because I know it, because I had bad credit. I went to Toyota, I think Honda, to buy a car. I was when the market crashed, and I was sitting there like for 4 hours, and they were not approving me, and I felt such a loser. And after that, they kicked me out. Didn't ask me for coffee. Then I went to Toyota. They're like, okay, my dad's car broke down, and he always wanted a new car. I was living in Woodbridge, and I had only 5,000 in my account, and he always wanted a new car. So we went to then Toyota, and Toyota said, we can get you a lease, but we want that 5,000. I didn't tell my dad that I'm broke. I said, hey, why don't you? I'll buy you that car. So he bought his first Toyota. But I was sitting there, and I could feel how people were looking at me. I felt like they were judging me, that like I'm like a criminal, or like no one wants to talk with you. But at that time, if someone really, helps you, see, if at that time someone helped me and now see I can buy a lot of cars, I would go to that person, right? Because people don't forget. Maybe they'll still kick me out. They may still kick me out. See, so like Miss Samina said, help with people with situations. Is you don't know their story. Maybe they had a disease. Maybe they had a divorce. Maybe they lost a loved ones. Why they're, see, in if we get sick for 2 months, your credit is done because you are behind, because you're not mentally able to pay your bills, and all your one mortgage is late or car payment, your credit is done. And now everyone is going to look at you that, hey man, you're not a good person. No. So these are the people, if you don't have a lot of clients, I would actually work with those people, because those people, you can get them ready to buy a house. But guys, you have any questions for them?
Well, I was just gonna say on that, what you guys don't realize is you're losing a lot of money by letting go of the people who have bad credit. I had 5 buyers close last year who had credit scores under 600 that we were able to build up and remediate. I right now have 2 who are pre-approved looking, and I just got an email from Gary for another one who's pre-approved. Same situation. So, yes. See, the thing is, what these ladies are saying as far as building a relationship, that's what keeps them wanting to come to you. They're not going to be ready. A lot of people get concerned about debt remediation or credit repair. It's weird. I never even believed in it, but I wish someone showed me that year one, because year one when I was in and I had 11 renters, I had a lot more who weren't qualified that probably could have bought. So take that in hand. But the relationships that you build with them, they will come back when they're ready. Even if their credit isn't good, they'll come back. Hey, Samina, you told me about something about debt remediation. Can we talk about that? They'll come back. So
Do you have someone for that debt remediation?
I'll text you. Yeah.
So it's all about, at the end of the day, it's all about her helping people without anything in return. And the universe will not take your debt for so long. Just go out and help people. That's all you have to do. We appreciate you. You can sit there. We have like towards the end of our meeting, but any one of you guys have comments or any questions? Oh, Mr. Malcolm has a question. For who? Mr. Kufa, you have a...
Like you do a lot of like you walk away and then there's like words that pop up from the properties.
Oh yeah.
So like are you using a platform or you have someone?
You know, I pay a lot of money for this. Yeah, it's a. I used to do it with another photographer, and he was and I feel bad. He keeps reaching out because he's like, what did I do wrong? I'm like, nothing. His were really boring because he would focus on the house. My stuff doesn't get a lot of hits or plays. I don't care about that. But nobody was like, oh, your videos are so good. He was just showcasing the house. It was just like music. It wasn't songs. So I went to this guy, and his editing is like insane. So yeah, I'm happy to share his contact. And the reason I like him, when we go on shoot day, I have no clue what I'm doing. He has no clue. He always says, are you prepared? I'm like, no. So we tag team it. We pull up ChatGPT. We say what we want to do. And between him and I, we figure out but show more. Even if you're not talking, just showing yourself. Every time I post a video, someone reaches out, hey, who did it? Whether it's another agent, and I'll share it. Yeah. And then I send every single one of my listing videos to all of my clients. So I don't have a database, but I personally text it to all my previous sellers and buyers. I don't say anything. I just send.
So you're staying in touch that way.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're like, and it's it's in front of you. So if they were to list again, but yeah, it's a photographer that
Nice. So make sure if you refer him to us, tell him to send you referrals because he's about to get business.
Oh yeah.
But that's the other thing I was thinking about. I send a lot of referrals to people for businesses, and I'm like, nothing comes out. Like, I can create a market, and they can donate to it.
Sure. Any other questions, guys, for them? Okay. And the next thing we were gonna discuss is the mark. I think this next slide, and you guys can be there. Oh no, there's more questions. Okay. There's no. Okay, we're done with the questions. No. We already did that. No, we already done it. Okay.
He's like, okay.
Okay, guys. There's few important things we still something we need to still discuss. By the way, thank you for using Unico. Thank you for using United. See, this is what I got. This is what I pulled for the last meeting, which I found online. But I think things are changing. Market is changing. Do you guys feel the market changing? Where do you guys see the market going up or down? It's going up.
Slowly, but
As properties are getting multiple. Are you getting multiple offers on your listings? A lot more showings.
Yeah, I lost two offers because they put 25 to 35K over.
Yes. Oh, Mr. Nabil just won and closed on a deal where we had to go how much over? 100K over.
What area was it?
Orton, I'll give one.
Yeah, it's all low.
Yeah.
Low here. What the price below?
The 900 to about the $1.4 million range, you are gonna get slammed. Yeah. It's tough. You get one of those listings.
And why is this happening? Why we are getting multiple offers?
Lack of inventory.
What else? Rates are rates.
Inventory is actually very good right now.
So yes, it's early spring. A lot of people are waiting, I think, to list in summertime. Rates are low. Inventory is low. I think Mr. Mukarram is doing a lot of business. What is your prediction? What do you see in the market?
All are coming soon right now. So, but I mean, I have about 7 listings. They're all coming soon. But I have lost about 7 offers in the last 7 days. I have about like 11, 12 buyers
Yeah.
actively looking, and I have lost 7 contracts because they had multiple offers.
So I lost one today. They had 4. It's 740 in Woodbridge. They had 4 offers. I had 7 or 8 listings.
Already.
Oh, that was gone.
740, yeah,
Oh, it's gone. Okay, you know which one I'm talking about,
Yeah.
right? Did you?
I think you were going to put an offer as well. And
No, I put it. Which one are you talking about?
the Nikhil Booker or something.
No. I put on the other one, the Rhode Island. No, when we are putting offers, I ask him. Then I don't compete. We don't want to compete with each other. But I had 7, 8 listings. All went with multiple offers. And this property I had on Admiral, I had it on the market 3 months ago. No showings. Right now, I had like 40 showings. Like that last weekend, it went under contract. I had like 15 showings in one day. So the inventory suppressed and the rates are down. But again, things may change as the conflict. We have the conflict going on in the world. You think the gas prices
Gas prices are normal because right now US is trying to take out their own stock
from
They have stock
Venezuela?
for next 25 years. So forget about like raising the price. They will be rising for the rest of the world, not for the
Yes, if the prices.
Yeah, Venezuela.
Yeah.
We have a lot of oil.
I think as long the inflation stays where it is and people don't freak out, I think people don't. Me personally, people don't freak out if something is not happening
Believe in
here.
one common thing we believe in. Unless the bomb is on your home, you are going to continue. There is no way we're gonna stop. COVID happened, like all VMAX executive had about 130 agents, and me and him and 5 other agents were like, working. That's it.
So good when COVID hit.
COVID, I did about 33 transactions in June, and then I think Wali did about 43 transactions. We did about like combined for 80 something transactions just alone June 2020.
Just 1 month.
1 month.
Yeah, we used to have competition selling like 20, 30 homes a month. Wow. Not a year, a month. So I think the market, I would say this summer, until summer, I think we're looking at a very good market. This is the time to, I think, work with a lot of sellers and work with buyers too. But buyers, their mind needs to shift because they're in a slower market right now.
Yeah, I was just
Market.
Maryland is very.
Let's tell us about Maryland. What's going on in Maryland?
I think it's going on.
10% closing costs, 103% price commission. It's Maryland.
So market in Maryland is slow. What about DC? Who's doing DC, Mr. Kufa? And what about DC market?
track back during the holidays. It was worth 1.2. I dropped it to. I listed at $1 million. Still
All right, guys. Let's focus on Mr. We'll come back to you on Maryland, but tell us about.
DC and Maryland. I have ones in DC and Maryland, and both of I mean. It's a different market.
So DC and Maryland. Anyone else has same thing in DC and Maryland? I don't do DC and Maryland.
Maryland is very slow right now.
I mean, nothing is happening.
And all my stuff is there.
You have to list a property about like 85 cents to a dollar the last.
Even then,
But why? Because. But why do you think it is?
They appreciated so high in the last 4 years that they were not able to catch up.
Even more than Virginia.
More than
Maryland
appreciation happened like double. So if the property was in 2020 150, they went up to 450. So now it's like the time of correction.
And Virginia is still slowly.
DC, a lot of people lost their jobs, USAID, all these departments. So that's why all Northeast, Northwest is very slow.
Yeah, mine's in Northeast. It's
So what should we? You guys are the top producer. What should we do? What should we focus on? Listings or buyers? Yeah, I'm only licensed in Virginia. Okay, listings or buyers?
Right now, listing.
I think both.
Okay.
Both are fine, but I mean, buyers it's gonna be tough competition for the buyers. So I'm telling my buyers right now that if you are approved for 450 max, start looking at houses at 420 max. Because you will need room to go high.
And it's going to be hard to work with buyers with zero closing cost, and so you
And
need.
another factor is that I mean they a lot of lenders recently introduced the grant program again. So
Yeah.
they have about I think $1 or $2 billion in grant.
It's
So-
coming in July.
Huh?
July.
No, it's already started. They're very limited. Some lenders have already started from February 21st, and then some are like so they're in phases. So they're different lenders.
Run out by like
Yeah. So by April it's gonna be run out
I
anyway.
got some money coming around.
That's why a lot of buyers are in the market because they have grant programs they want to qualify for.
But at least next 3 or 4 months are looking really good for sellers, for buyers. The movement is here. So make as much money, but we'll see what happens and we'll keep you posted what happens next. But let's thank you to these 3 ladies for this.
Thank you for having us.
And I think this is the end of our meeting. We appreciate you. We'll see you next month. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, Nabil. Yeah.